Well, good morning, everybody. I'm Ed Parco here with Mike Kelly, and we are Real Estate Jerky Daily, and we appreciate you. And if you're listening to this after the actual live, thank you so much. And thank you if you're listening to it live. I don't want to think that's not
Absolutely.
important. It's just I wanted to thank
Let's
you.
just thank all y'alls.
Okay.
All y'alls are thanked.
All right. Yeehaw. All right. Busy week this week for me because I had a Rotary board meeting this morning.
Yeah, keep rubbing it in. I know I wasn't there.
And
Gosh, I'm sorry.
They had to talk about how great the party was that you weren't at also because it was the best social our club's ever had.
That's actually awesome, and I am sorry I missed it. It's unfortunate that I had scheduled a party at the Northgate Neighborhood Lounge.
Yeah, well, the positive thing is you won't be able to do that next year.
No, I can't do anything but Rotary stuff next year.
Yeah.
And that's how I was with my presidency with the Central Valley Association of Realtors. We've got 7 councils, and all councils run fundraisers and events.
How'd this become about you?
But because I'm going to talk. And
yeah, you need to start shutting up because you're cutting over me all the time.
I kid you not. I made it to every event. I may not stay long, but I made it to every event for a whole year. So wow. Rotary will be the same way.
Okay. You're not going to stay long, but you're going to make every
I'll make it.
Oh, I'm not. You can't make every event, but you got to make the important ones.
Yes.
All right. So, deja vu. Stocks are higher and mortgage bonds are lower to start the day.
Yeah.
Shocking.
Why is that?
Because we have an idiot for president.
Really?
Yeah. And the sad thing is, there is.
Stocks don't look so good right now.
No, I know, but they, okay. So maybe they're both down now by the time we look at this number. But overall, we're going to see this for a while, and we're getting so close to layoffs that, the companies are finally like, okay, enough is enough. I've had enough. I got to lay you off. Sorry. Can't keep you on any longer.
Well, isn't it?
It's going to be December. Watch.
Yeah.
Hey, Merry Christmas.
By the way, you don't have a job.
Yeah, it's going to be like the Christmas, not the Christmas Story, but National Lampoon's Christmas. Didn't he get laid off?
Yeah, he did.
Here's your bonus. Oh, you're fired.
Yeah, this is your last check.
I'm putting a pool in. Oh, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
So I unfortunately think that's it's not going to be that great of a Christmas. I cut up one of our stuff yesterday and I posted it. And somebody was like, how come these old people think that this? I'm like, you fucker. And first of all, we were talking about how, people from in their 20s are going to their parents for money for a down payment. That's typically what happens. But for a while there, they didn't have to.
Right
now they are. That's all we talked about. But this guy had to make it about old people talking. Well, good. It's like, okay, if you're so intelligent, why are you on here? And I walked away.
Yeah.
Move on.
Wait, you just kind of burned yourself.
No, what I meant is
double burned
on the TikTok when we're going back and forth. Uh-oh. If you're so, and that I'm like, okay, I'm out of here because I'm not going to stay in this conversation.
Yeah.
It's not worth my time because I try to engage, even if they're negative. I try to engage just to keep the engagement going.
Right.
The more of a fight, but the battle of wit with an unarmed opponent was kind of difficult.
Oh, that's boring. It's also way too easy.
All right, so let's get into it. So mortgage applications sink to the lowest level since 1995 as rates soar. We got to be 8% today with the way the numbers have been last 2 days. I haven't looked. I'm afraid to look.
Yeah.
But if you look at housing starts and permit, U.S. housing starts rebounded in September after a sharp drop in the prior month, which would have been August if you don't know the months how that works.
The starts and permits
rebounded. Well, starts, okay. Starts. We haven't got to permits yet. That's the starting of when they're building homes.
Okay. Well,
permits are something different. That's like, we're going to think about building a home down the road. Construction of new homes rebounded 7% in September to an annualized pace of 1.36 million. We're still under the 1.7 million of households created, so it's not going to work.
Right.
Units after a sharp they had a 1.5 drop last month to that number. The Wall Street was expecting a 6.8 rise in starts.
So, what?
So they were thinking 6.8 and it came in at 7. So hey, we're doing amazing.
Missed it by that much.
No, they actually they came in higher. Yeah. So it was building permits, the permit side. A sign of future construction fell 4.4% to a 1.47 million rate annual, and that's an annualized rate. So what they're building, they were expecting it to be 6%. So they were like, oh, we're going to expect 6% decline to 1.45, but we got 1.47.
Well, that's a nicer miss.
But one thing you want to take from this, and this is the biggest thing I took out of the whole article, was the construction pace of single-family homes rose by 3.2% in September, and the apartment building construction rose by 17.1%.
That's huge.
So I think they're thinking it's going to be more people renting going forward.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think so too.
They think people can't afford these at these rates. We're going to stick them in here, and we're going to have Pottersville.
Yeah, that's really, really sad. That's disgusting. Actually, you have a dependent nation then.
Right. Well, that's pretty much what this. That's where we are with this current administration. They want us dependent on them, so that we vote the way they want us to vote.
Yeah,
and that is my soapbox, and the last soapbox for the day.
We want to pass this one. Here's your candy.
Yeah, and that's the problem. I mean, when you have more people on the government
dole,
then they do usually what the government wants, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But so stand up, make your vote count this next time, please. Get out
your pocketbook.
Not emotionally, please vote Pocketbook, because everybody that gets in an argument on any of these things about, and they're one of those people who are like, oh, you guys, because there was one article that said when I posted 2 days ago one of our things, and the lady's like, the guy was like, this president tried to get me to pay for somebody with a lesser credit score to to get a better rate on a mortgage.
Right.
And the lady's like, no, he didn't, Baba. I go, yes, he did. And our industry got on it and stopped it.
Right.
And somebody else goes, LLOPA. I'm like, okay, this must be somebody in my industry has no idea to talk to somebody who has no idea what that is. Loan level price adjustment. Right. What does that mean? That means you add for the costs. Everything's based off of risk-based pricing, so you have to add different numbers onto everything.
Right.
Anyway, but it was just like, you don't understand. Stop being emotional because you don't like the person who was last time, and you love this person. But what is the actual stuff going on? What is happening?
I don't get how anybody could love this person.
I don't know, but let's move on, because they have a grandfather like it. The other day I saw some things, and someone does the water boy guy. Yeah.
Everybody looks at the guy.
Yeah, he's like, what did you say about Julie, Bobby? Go ahead. What do you got?
Do you want to look at some Stanislaus County numbers?
Yeah, before we lose everybody.
We're up a little bit
on listings
this week. On listings, last week was 444. I don't know why I remembered that number, because it's all probably just 3 4s. Easy to do, but we're at 513 for all of Stanislaus County. Pendings are down a little bit. I think we were in the 400s last week. We're down a little bit. Closed transactions, not much more since last week, 2746, and I think we were at 2570 something last week.
We're in the 10th month, right?
This is the middle of the 10th month,
right? So even without doing numbers and just doing 10, that's 270.
Yeah,
it's less than that. That is so horrible.
Yeah, it is. It's it's a reason why we're suffering what we're suffering, as far as being able to put people into property. Not so.
I thought you were talking about eating.
No. I you can tell I eat way too much.
I go for handouts.
You're going to be out there. We'll do loans for food here fairly soon with their little sign.
No,
but what I'm saying is interest rates aren't really the issue, aren't the entire issue. The issue is, as we say, week after week after week after week, inventory. There's still plenty of people that are calling me wanting to buy a home, even though interest rates are up a little bit higher than they have been.
Yeah, but they don't really realize how high those interest rates are until you tell them and show the payment. Because people don't stay on top of this stuff. I'm shocked that they don't listen to our show daily and know what's going on. But rates, I mean, we're close to 8%. I'm at the point where I got in this business close to these rates, and I can't believe almost 30 years later, it's not 30 years, but we'll just use that number. It's where we're at. And again, it's all based off of policies. And that's like somebody said, well, he has no control over the Fed. True, but his policies was creating the issues.
Absolutely.
The policies that we have right now in place are horrible. They need to change. It's not about the nation. It's about the individual. It's got to stop being about the individual. It has to be back about the nation.
Right. Absolutely. I agree with you 100%. 35 years ago, I bought my first brand new home.
I thought you looked like you were reading that.
Yeah. I'm reading
oh, you were. Right I get it. You're getting back in the file in the filing cabinets
it's
back
on
there.
The back side of my eyes. And adjustable rate mortgage at 8.5 on the LIBOR.
What does LIBOR stand for?
The London Index of
London Overnight Bank Rate. Yeah.
Oh,
which is not used anymore.
No, but You remember that? That's when you entered the business, right?
Yeah, but LIBOR stayed around forever.
Yeah.
No, I was not in it 35 years ago. I was in high school.
Oh, farts. You mean I'm older than you?
Yes.
Gosh, dang
much. At least by 10 years.
I felt so young back then.
Yeah, well, we all did. I actually felt old because my dad died when I was 12, so I had to grow up real fast.
That
working.
sucks.
I always felt like I was in my 40s when I was in my 20s. So when I hit 40, I was like, oh, I feel young now.
Yep. Yeah.
Anyway, what else we got going on? Anything? Nope.
No. I know that there will be a ton of open houses this weekend because the weather's going to be so beautiful.
And it's going to be cool.
And saw some
hottest day is Friday, like 90
tomorrow.
And then it drops 73, 73,
tomorrow.
and then 67, 67.
Yeah, get back to the Euro weather.
And 66 next week.
Oh, damn.
We're hitting fall finally.
Today, high of 88, 91 tomorrow, according to my phone, 88, then 70s. So
that's what the fuck I just said.
I know. I'm just agreeing with you.
No,
Jesus
you're not.
Christ.
You're like, no, that's not what I read.
Oh, Mr. Contradictory, shut up. Hey, so it's going to be your weather starting on Saturday. For the end of my weather on Friday.
I just can't wait till it gets into the 30s so I can start jumping in the pool again.
Yeah. You know, that'll help a lot. Probably you should.
No, it won't help the market at all.
No, it'll help you.
No, it won't help the market at all. What needs to help, what we need is, again, I know you say it's not all based off of interest rate, right? Where the listings are all based off of interest rate. Where rates are now, people don't want to move, don't want to write. It's all based off of rate. I don't care. Everything that's going on right now is because of rate, period, which is caused because of an agenda of spending too much money, not caring how it affects everything else, but only caring about what they care about.
Right.
And that was whatever they want to the next level.
Their money laundering schemes.
And I'm not going to get in that conspiracy stuff. I'm just saying in general.
I think it makes sense.
Well, the real question is the amount of money we spent elsewhere. We could fix the homeless population.
Yep.
We could fix the wall. We could fix the immigration. We could fix everything with the amount of money we spent everywhere else. There is a problem with that. We need to focus again on the United States, on us, not on everybody else, because if we keep focusing on everybody else, we're going to run out of money. That's Margaret Thatcher said, you know, communism and socialism works really well until you run out of other people's money.
Yeah. The Iron Curtain, Iron Woman.
Yeah. Well, anyway. All right. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you. Mike, thanks for being here.
Yeah.
And
thanks for having me.
No problem. We'll talk to you tomorrow.